my name's Rusty Sitton. I'm the Redneck Boat Guy. I build two-cylinder racing outboard boats. I build the props to go on them, and we also sail a 33-foot catamaran named See Y'all Later. Hope you enjoy the channel. All right. Well, here we go. My wife's been bugging me, wanting me to record some of the junk that I do. I'm from the country and she's from the city, so she's easy to impress. But anyway, this is my little shop in my two-car garage here on the north end of Houston. I've been working on stuff a little bit alone, mostly been being lazy. I'm retired recently. And anyway, I guess the introductions are in order. My name is Rusty. Been boat racing for a long time. I've kind of done everything that there is to do, I guess. I've flown airplanes. Last trip back on the sailboat, we just brought it from Florida. Got a 33-foot catamaran that we sail the Bahamas quite a bit on, but all down through the intercoastal, they got them tugboats that stop and tie to the trees and all. A lot of times they'll just cut the rope off, instead of going and untying it from the tree, because I'm sure they're leaving it at night or whatever. I use these to go around flower beds and stuff. So last time we picked some up, got some pretty cool stuff that I found in the Bahamas. That chunk of square wood right there, there ain't no telling how old that is. I found that on the back side of one of the deserted islands that it just amazed me. And I carted that dang thing probably 5 miles back to the boat just because I wanted it. But yeah, here we are at the Team Texas 2.0 Redneck Garage. Show you around a little bit. There's our race boat that we're working on. Got me a tricycle. This here in Kingwood, they got 75 miles of concrete trails through the woods, and I kind of enjoy riding back through there. August a couple of years ago, I fell off a roof and broke my back, so I bought me something I could ride and sit in, and it's like a rolling lawn chair, man. It's a three-wheel wheelchair, I guess, that you can pedal. Anyway, that works pretty good. Got a place for my telephone there. But yeah, here in the Redneck Garage, man, we got it all. I got me a welding machine. You need that for one of them pine wood derbies. So anything, my wife will let me have anything for the grandkids. Now, she'll balk a little bit on race boat stuff, but if I can say it's for the grandkids, then, man, I got free range. When I tilt this down, that's at 26 degrees, where that's what the track is. But once that car moves a little bit, that the weight shows the car forward. So that's what I'm working on today. That's the front end of one of my old race boats that rotted out. I just got the front end off because I like the paint job that Raymond Lund there in San Antonio put on it, and I just kept that around. But yeah, I'm set up here to work on the race boat next. Heck, I've worked on and off of it a little bit along, but we got it. I built the boat in '88 for straightaways, and the sides were built just strictly to go straight. It wasn't built to go around the track. And what I'll show you is, you can see the non-trip there is just a straight angle right there. Yeah, right there. So all I needed was for it to get out of the water and be able to turn around to where, in a whole lake, I didn't have to turn sharp. But now we've changed it to run round around. And I changed the cockpit way up. It used to just have a real skinny cockpit, and we opened the cockpit way up, but moved the steering wheel 5.5 inches forward, so he have room to get up there and plant the boat, where he can set up in there and go. And the last iteration that we're going to do, or the next one, is I'm extending the side of the boat out a couple inches. So like I said before, it had a single non-trip on it, and let me show you what we're kind of going for here. I'm going to put a double non-trip on it. You can see the old single non-trip is still, it's still there. But we're going to take that off, and then I'm going to come out on an angle like that, and then like this. So what it'll be is, we can bust through the waves a lot easier. This will kind of lift it and not trip so quick right there. And then this will get it up to where the height of the waves up here will be tall enough where that edge won't catch in the waves. So that's the goal anyway. That's what we're going to try to do. Really enjoyed building a boat back in the day, and I got a lot, I think, left, a lot of miles left in it. So we redid all the skin on it on the outside here a while back, and so most of it's in pretty good shape. I'm going to break away here right quick and show you the construction of the original wood on there. That's that airplane wood. That's 3 layers of mahogany veneer, 1/8 thick. And then we put the new side on it last year at this time. And what it consists of is 2 layers of black fiberglass, I guess we'll call it. And then one core layer, which is a real thin light core. And then 1 layer of carbon fiber, or black fiberglass, whatever you want to call it, on the outside of that core. And then 1 layer, it's really hard to see, but 1 more layer of veneer, just to make it look like wood. We wanted the boat to look like wood like it originally was, and then we painted it. So that's kind of, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can see a little bit. You can see that that's how that was formed. You got the old side on it there, and then the new side with the core and the foam. And it's actually much stronger than this because it's got carbon fiber, 3 layers of carbon fiber in it with that West System epoxy. So it's really, really strong and lighter than this. So that's what we ended up reskinning the whole boat with. And not sure exactly what we're going to do on this side yet. Probably just going to put wood on it and a little carbon fiber on top of that, because it's a pretty good chore to get that carbon fiber layup on here without a mold. Anyway, I wanted to show you the layers and how that works. Built a new fin for it. It was, it didn't have any kind of fins or anything, so I built a little black fiberglass, I guess you can call it, fin that mounts on the side of it. Mounts like right over there on that angle. And when you turn, that fin grabs the water. Keeps the boat from sliding, That's what that's for. And that's why it's 41 inches from the back. And that's why we moved the throttle up, so he could get his weight right on close to where the fin is, kind of on the center of gravity there. But I don't know, it's just a guess. We messing with it. But yeah, I made that back when we redid the boat, and it worked pretty good, I guess. I was pleased with how the boat turned right out of the bat, or off the bat, and we didn't have to change anything. We left it just like it was. This is what the boat's made out of. It's 3 millimeter, and this is aircraft mahogany. Now this came from that piece of wood right there is probably 70 years old. There was a fella back in the 50s that bought a bunch of really good mahogany to build an airplane out of, and never did. And I got it from him, and that's what I built the boat out of originally. There is still some of that wood on there. All the sides and deck have been changed, but all the insides, all up in here, that's all that. All this here is that old stuff you can't even get anymore. It's good wood, and the boat's been stored pretty well. So the bottom of it, I think, is still pretty good. And like I say, the sides and decks have been replaced. So what we'll do next is I am going to change the non-trips. I'm going to put new wood down there on all the non-trips. Not just design. It wasn't a design problem. It wasn't designed to do what we're doing with it. So I'm changing that up. I'm going to make a double non-trip. Anyway, some of the things I've been doing. Got a little bit of that black fiberglass in here. I don't know what that is, but works out pretty good, I guess. That's kind of my little storage cabinet. I got a charging station and stick stuff in around there. Got my putty right up here. That putty, I use that a lot. But yeah, that's my necessary shelf right up there. But anyway, yeah, I build my own props. Here's one of them right here that I've been working on. These props are about 7-inch diameter. This is my first 4-blade I ever messed with. We ran it a while back. The first time I tried it, and I understand with a 4-blade they got to be a little bit less diameter, and there's a few things that it was too much prop anyway. So I've been beating on it again. So far I like it, but it's unproven. I still got to do some thinning and balancing and polishing it back out. But the way I do it, is like this prop right here that I got on the pitch gauge. You can see it's kind of missing one blade. But this was the best prop that I ever owned. Prop was built about 1980 by Craig Dewald. He's kind of the prop guru, been around forever and best I ever seen. So anyway, I'm going to have him try to build me another one like it. But the way I build props is I'll take like this use this painter's tape, just cheap stuff, and put it on the blade and cut it out, and then I'll measure at each location. I can run that bolt in and out, so I can say 1, 2, 3, 4 different places, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll measure up the blade on that angle right there. You see, it's got a, I don't know if you can tell it. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see the numbers on it. So anyway, that's how I measure, and I'll whoop on them and put them on this brass block here and beat the snot out of them with a hammer. Keep fiddling with it till it looks like something that I think will work. Then we go try it. The block's been working out pretty good. Dwayne Larimore built it for me, and it was welded together. But I beat on it so much I broke it apart, so I had to put a bolt through it. And then I had, well, that bolt on the bottom wasn't set flat, so I had to make me a stand where that'd go in the hole. Yeah, there we go. Where I could beat on it more. So anyway, that's what we're doing in the Team Texas 2.0 Redneck shop. I'm going to be working on props here in a little bit, and working on that boat. It'll be next. We bought this house here a while ago, and I jumped on it trying to get some things redone around, and got it. You know, they're not done at all, but phase 1 is about 90% done. Yeah, I want to show you a little bit about how we laid up that side. This is that veneer I was talking about. This is the wood part. You can see it's a 2-ply. The inside part runs up and down vertical. You can tell that I'm cutting it through the backside with a pair of scissors. So yeah, it's nice and thin. Yeah, we got that piece of veneer cut out and laid down on a plastic bag, and here we're laying the carbon fiber against it, fixing to cut that out. Next thing we did is, after we got the mahogany laid down and a layer of carbon fiber and then a little core, put 2 more layers of carbon fiber down and then vacuum bagged it. It's really a hard, stupid way to build the side of the boat, because you can't wait till it dries. You got to get it almost dry so it's stiff enough, and you can put it on the boat before it just goes totally hard. Here's after we put it on the boat, kind of the finished product. You can see that veneer came out really nice, but boy, you got to put it on the boat while it's still a little bit damp, so that you can bend those compound curves in it. We wanted to lay up, but man, it was a tricky deal. And here it is running. You got the toothpick back in action, got the new sides on it, and new paint job, back to the original condition, original look of it. You can see that little black fin back up there, trying to compensate a little bit for the short non-trips going around the corner, but of course that's going to be removed, and that'll be a new side over there now. Anyway, we're really happy with how it came out. Look, like I say, back to the original look of the boat. This is Russ out there running a toothpick with a Mod 80 on it. One of our first practice runs. But I wanted to let you know too that I'm going to be putting an intro and an outro on each one of these videos, so you can tell kind of when it's over. I've been looking at videos online, and sometimes you can't tell when the thing's about over. Anyway, we sail a big sailboat to the Bahamas, and what I'm fixing to show you is one of our favorite bobbing spots.